突然のことで驚かれたかと思うんですが、長住さんに昼間のことの責任を取ってほしいんです。昼間のことの
って何？
It's the month of love, and we are starting the month with some more romance anime. So without wasting any time, I present you Top 10 Forced into a Relationship Marriage Anime. I've tried my best not to add any mainstream shows in the list. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit that notification bell so that you can stay updated whenever I upload a new video. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Let's start our list with Mysterious Girlfriend X. Our protagonist is a 16-year-old boy. He notices a mysterious girl in his classroom. She has no friends and she tends to sleep every day at her desk. Things take turn when he one day decides to taste the drop of her drool. From that moment, things between them are not the same. The mysterious girl slowly becomes his mysterious girlfriend. Even though the setup feels on the ecchi side, show is pretty well made with a different approach to a romance plot. Moving on, we have Final Approach. Our protagonist is living a peaceful life with his sister. However, everything is about to turn upside down due to a secret government project. To take care of the low birth rates, government started testing a new program where two young people are forced to marry. A random girl named Shizuka barges in his home with a lot of bodyguards who are there to ensure the success of a new couple. Now he has no choice but to accept his new life with Shizuka and her pushy bodyguard. Even though being an old show, certain twists and carefully plotted scenes makes it into an enjoyable experience. Coming up next is Twin Star Exorcist. Magano is a mysterious realm where exorcists deal with all the impurities. Our protagonist used to be an exorcist, but due to certain incident happened in past, he quits this profession. One day he encounters a prodigy exorcist, Benio, who is summoned by the Exorcist Union. After some incident, she gets badly hurt by the impurities. Now he has no choice but to reveal his powers. This story follows the two exorcists, who are destined to become twin star exorcists and prophesied parents of Miko, an individual who's going to cleanse the world. Just be patient with the show. It feels cliché, but it gets pretty interesting at the end. Coming at the 7th place, we have The Ancient Magis's Bride. Abandoned 15-year-old girl gets sold off at an auction. She was ready to give herself to any buyer just to get a place she can call home. Dead from inside, she meets a mysterious man calling himself a Magis. With teleportation magic, they go to his cottage in England, where she gets greeted by the fairies and wonderful beings. This is the beginning of her story as the apprentice and supposed wife of the ancient Magis. Though the story lacks romance, I really enjoyed the innocent bond created between the two main protagonists. Moving on with our list, we have Nairuko, Crawling with Love. Our protagonist is just an ordinary high school student. One day he suddenly gets attacked by a dangerous monster and gets saved by a silver-haired girl named Nairuko. She's a shape-shifting deity sent by the Space Defense Agency. After rescuing him, she madly falls in love with him and forces herself into his house. Joined by two other characters, they all try to protect our protagonist from the various extraterrestrial dangers. If you are looking for a light-hearted and comedy show, this might be the one for you. Coming at 5th place, we have Engaged to the Unidentified. Our protagonist receives a major surprise on her 16th birthday, a fiancé and a sister-in-law, which she never knew she had. Due to the arrangements made by her late grandfather, Hakuya and her younger sister moves into her household. Story follows the love life of our protagonist as she tries to adjust to her new lifestyle and the relationship which is forced upon her. Even with some flaws in the show, decent storyline and lovable characters makes it into an enjoyable experience. Moving on, we have Hanasakeru Saishunen. Kagumi Burnsworth. Our protagonist is the only daughter of respected industrialist. Due to the incident with her and her late mother, her father sends her to the isolated island. When she returns to her father's side, she has to enter into the game of finding a future husband. Now she has to choose between the 3 candidates that her father has personally selected. It won't be easy, as the candidates are not even aware that they are the chosen ones. It's definitely one of the underrated shows out there. If you like mysteries, romance, and serious drama, this show is the one. Coming up next, we have My Bride is a Mermaid. Our protagonist is a middle school student. During his summer vacation, he visits to the Seto Island Sea. While swimming one day, his leg suddenly cramps. On the verge of drowning, he gets saved by a mermaid, son Seto. Under the mermaid law, a mermaid whose identity is revealed to a human must be punished by execution. To avoid the situation, her family asks him to marry the mermaid. Left with no other option, he takes her hand in marriage. Now he has to keep their relationship secret and adapt to their new life. With no special plot, this show does extremely well in comedy and romance department. Moving on, we have Cockroach Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. Abandoned by her mother, our protagonist has the ability to see the spirits from the hidden realm. Living with her grandfather, who shares the same ability as her, she learns to live with the spirits with peace. After her grandfather passes away, she tries to continue her college career while feeding the hungry spirits which crosses her path. One day, after feeding a random spirit, she gets transferred to another realm. She learns about her grandfather's debt, and the way to pay the money is by marrying the Adana. Refusing the terms, she takes on herself to pay his debt. Interesting premise, great story, and well-designed characters are the greatest strengths of this show. Coming at the first place, we have The World is Still Beautiful. In a sun kingdom, sunshine is a part of citizens' everyday lives. However, in distant land called the Rain Dukedom, weather is reversed. Everyone has the power to create rain with their voices. The king of Sun Kingdom learns about the power of creating the rain. He decides to marry one of the princesses of Rain Dukedom. Rumors of king being ruthless reaches the princess, and she prepares herself for the worst. But when she meets her fiancé, she sees a completely different person from what she expected. I feel this show is really underrated. Even though having some flaws, it does an amazing job in romance and comedy department. That's all for today's list, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. Show your support by dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on my social media accounts to stay updated. In the end, you all stay happy and I will see you in the next video. See ya.